Why is this presentation at 5 a.m.? I could have watched it later, but I don't have time. So I might as well just watch it now. I missed it. I just woke up like 10 minutes ago, and it's 6 a.m. So let's see how this goes. I'm probably not gonna scream. It's probably best if I don't. Alright, let's go. Sick.
Hello everyone, this is
Damn it.
Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited.
But why is that
The
on?
Super Smash
Why is
Bros.
that
Ultimate
on?
game was recently honored with 5 awards at this year's Japan Game Awards.
That's sick. He deserves it. I remember
It's
seeing that on
received a great
Twitter.
many awards on top of that as well. Each award is very meaningful to me,
Yeah,
so I would like to take the opportunity to extend my thanks to all those who have voted and to all those who have supported us.
Yeah, it's hella
Thank
cool.
you so much. Without further ado, let's begin the presentation. First, we'll start with what the Neo Geo is.
Okay, we're doing a history
It
first.
refers to a
then.
1990
Oh,
video
sick.
game console for use in arcades and at home, as well as to the
Why
name
does
of
he
the
have 4
system itself.
controllers? He's gonna
In
fucking
1990,
play
the
all.
equivalent to the Super NES had only
Play
just
4
released
characters
in
at
Japan.
once?
So if
Amazing.
you wanted to play arcade games at home before then, the only option was to play the less polished ports on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yep,
However,
that's true.
with the Neo Geo system, you could play the arcade versions of games at home with no drop in quality.
That is also true.
1990 was right around the year that I started working for a game company. Back then, Japan had rental services for arcade games. In other words, you could go to a rental store,
Okay.
rent an arcade game, take it home, and play it. After that, they were sold for home use, but a single game would cost about 30,000 yen.
30,000 yen?
That's expensive.
Yeah.
But if you think about it,
Yeah.
compared to playing a game in the arcade 300 times at 100 yen per play, you're getting your money's worth. At the time, some people actually thought this was cheap.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, there really are people who've played games in the Super Smash Bros. Series 1,000 or even 10,000 times. Anyway, the MVS,
That is very
as it was
true.
called then, was sold in various places, and for an arcade machine, it wasn't all that expensive.
Okay, that's
You could
fair.
also get them on lease. That's why you'd end up seeing lots of candy stores having a Metal Slug cabinet.
Mhm.
The home
That's
version
why
of the
I
Neo
see
Geo
that a lot
came
in
with this controller.
some anime.
Can you see?
I guess it's based on.
It has 4 buttons.
Sick.
And this is the actual console itself. Here is the
I wish I
reception
had
room,
one.
and here you slot in the big game
I
console.
really wish I had one. I think it's a cool console.
This is the Neo Geo. Just kidding.
Oh!
Actually, this is the Neo Geo X, the portable version that was released afterward.
Okay. Okay, that was... Wow.
You could also insert it into this docking station and play it as a home console.
Really?
Beat Nintendo Switch to it. A portable, multi-purpose console. Updated iterations of past systems are emblematic of the Neo Geo. Next, let's talk about what Fatal Fury
Hell
is.
yeah.
It released in 1991, the same year as Street Fighter II. But this one came later. It launched after Street Fighter II. Like many of the other fighters, Fatal Fury was often regarded as a title that was developed to capitalize on the popularity of Street Fighter II, but that's not really the case.
Yeah, I assume.
Actually, both Street Fighter II and Fatal Fury were developed using the original Street Fighter as a foundation.
Okay.
In fact, the development of Fatal Fury was started by one of the planners of Street Fighter.
Cool.
Did I just hear you say wow? This one is also
Close.
a multiplayer-focused fighting game. In this story, someone named Jeff Bogard is killed by Geese Howard. Geese Howard starts up a fighting tournament in Southtown, which he runs. To avenge his father's death, Terry enters the tournament, which is known as King of Fighters. I mentioned the term King of Fighters, something you may have heard before. Yes, there's actually a
Sorry,
popular
I have
series called the King of
stuffy
Fighters,
nose.
and that series was named after the fighting tournament within the world of Fatal Fury.
Yeah.
And Terry Bogard, who is the protagonist of Fatal Fury, also appears in all the games in the King of Fighters series as one of the main characters. If you want to play a game from either of the Fatal Fury series or the King of Fighters series, many of them are available now on Nintendo Switch as part of the Arcade Archives. You may not know which one to play first, but my recommendation from the Fatal Fury series would be Fatal Fury Special.
Really?
From the King of Fighters series, my recommendation would be the King of Fighters 95.
95.
But
Okay.
if you want to play a fighting game with all sorts of strategic elements, then I recommend the King of Fighters
Okay.
98.
That's the one that I have. I have that in Garo Marker
Next,
the Wolves.
I'll give you some insight on Terry Bogard.
Garo
Actually,
Marker
this
the
video
Wolves is
was
sick.
recorded about 1 month prior to its release.
Oh. Huh.
That's because we need to translate and edit videos like this one, and that takes time.
Right. Sorry.
The game footage you see here is not from the final production ROM, so please understand that there may be some elements that differ from
Please
the final
understand.
game.
Yeah.
Since we have the opportunity, I want to talk about Terry using a lot of SNK lingo, meaning in this discussion the younger generations may feel a little out of the loop.
I got. Dang.
But there's nothing to worry about. When we released the original Nintendo 64 version of Super Smash Bros., I was often asked, who is Samus?
What?
Whether or not the character is fun to play as is more important than whether the character is new or old, or whether the character is recognizable to everyone.
There you go.
I want to make
He
sure
even
I
said
present
it
Terry
himself.
to you in such a way that you can fully
That's sick.
understand his appeal. So thank you.
Okay, so SNK terms.
Okay,
Alright.
let's begin.
I think I'm familiar enough. I'm just gonna do something.
This is Terry Bogard in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Sick.
He's still wearing an outfit that reflects the era of his original game.
Hell yeah.
But we did our best to make him look cool in a variety of ways. When he stands next to you, it almost makes you wonder, is this really a Super Smash Bros. Game?
Yeah. It is
Just
really
like
cool.
you, when you're playing one-on-one, he'll face the opponent.
Oh,
Actually, he
sick.
always looks in the opponent's
Yeah.
direction. Even if you move him to a location behind the opponent, he'll quickly turn around.
Yeah, okay,
always
so
keeping his focus on the opponent.
That's still present in Terry. Alright, cool.
Let's talk about his moves.
Makes sense.
His neutral attacks are jab, body blow, and high kick.
Mm.
Each move is something familiar from the Fatal Fury series. And his dash is power charge.
Alright, I'm gonna
This is
pause
a
for a
move you
bit.
can use.
What the hell is up with that? I don't know why. It's just being weird. Whatever.
In Real Bout, Fatal Fury Special, and others. In the original series, it was one of his special moves. His tilt attacks are middle kick,
Middle kick?
rising upper, and under kick.
Under kick.
Compared to Ryu, his attack speed is slower.
Oh, okay.
This is to match his original series.
Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely
Now for
see
smash attacks. First up, backspin kick. This smash attack is
I
the
wonder where
equivalent
ults
to
he'll
his
have.
strong attack, but the motion is even cooler than in his original series. Next, wild upper and slide kick. Both are from the original series. Then his midair moves. Jump, then chop.
it. Chop.
Jump, then kick. Jump, then backward kick. And then somersault kick. However, this
that's
somersault
cool.
kick was not included in the original series. But we needed a move to attack up.
Okay, so it's
Created
new.
a new move.
So it's a Smash original. It looks cool.
Also, jump and then karate punch for a down air attack.
That looks like
If you
Ryu's
successfully
down
pull off
there.
a down air, it's possible to attack with a meteor effect. as
Yeah,
you
that
can
looks
see
very
here.
that looks
It's
like Ryu's
basically
thing.
like Ryu's.
Oh, okay, he said
Next, I'll
himself.
cover his throws. His forward throw is his familiar buster throw. His back throw is also buster throw.
But backwards.
And his down throw is neck breaker drop.
Sick.
In fact, he used it in the game Fatal Fury Wild Ambition.
Hmm.
I miss playing that game on Hyper Neo Geo 64.
Oh man. We should
And
see
then,
Sakurai
his up
play
throw is
that.
grasping upper.
We should see Sakurai
This
play
sort of dodge
SNK
attack can be
games.
performed after a spot dodge.
Like Fatal Fury.
I mentioned dodge attack. And this actually does exist. During a spot dodge, immediately press the button to counterattack.
Wait, what? Is he acknowledging?
During
Spot
a
dodge
dodge
canceling?
attack, your upper
I
body
don't know.
becomes invincible, so this kind of move
Unless
gives
that's
you the
this is
advantage
like a
for
new
the
mechanic
counterattack.
meant for Terry. I have no idea. I'm just being.
Now for his special attacks. His neutral special, with just the B button, is Power
Power
Wave.
Wave. Nice.
Depending on how long you press the button, you'll use one of two types of special attacks, weak and strong.
Oh, cool.
This one is weak and kinda slow, and this one is strong. Fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
For Ryu, in his original game, you used 3 buttons, so there were weak, medium, and strong attacks.
Yeah, this one is
For
just
Terry
2 buttons.
Bogard, you could use 4 buttons in his original game.
Yeah,
but
like,
there were
I mean,
only 2 buttons for punch.
4 buttons,
So that's why he
2
only has 2
variations.
attack levels.
2
weak and
variants.
strong.
Punch
This
attack,
rule
yeah.
applies to all of his special attacks, so please keep that in mind.
Cool.
By the way, the attack Power Wave is a move that shoots energy along the ground. But how does it look in the air? In his original game, you couldn't use this move in the air. This is how it looks now.
Huh.
As of the King of
Okay.
Fighters 96, the Power Wave ability had a shorter range, so we've recreated that version of the move. It's a useful move in midair and helps
interesting.
keep opponents in check.
Okay, so
Next,
maybe
we have a special
it's decent.
performed while holding in
I
the
think- I
direction
hope.
of your opponent, Burning Knuckle. This move also has a weak and strong version, as well as a command input.
Oh,
Like
command.
the Hadouken command
Oh,
input
yeah.
from Street Fighter 2, you perform
Makes
this
sense.
command using the directional inputs, down, to the side, in the direction of your opponent, and then press the button.
Okay,
Doing so
quarter
makes the
circle
move
forward
a bit
motion.
stronger.
Quarter circle motion forward.
This
Well, I
means
don't know.
the Burning Knuckle
Yeah.
has 4 variations.
Four types.
Weak without command input, and strong without command input. Weak with
Right.
command input,
Yeah, they're like
and strong with command input.
right. He makes the
The strong
commands and
version
the
using the
regular
command
button
input
different.
is of course the most powerful. You'll hear a noise when you input the command.
Oh, sick.
And if you've succeeded, you might also notice some green mixed in with the flames. It may be
Nice.
slight, but there is a difference. The strong version with the command input really is strong, even capable of KOing opponents.
Interesting.
It can be blocked, however, so be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. So pretty much like every other move, of
In
course.
such a case, you'll be left
Right.
wide open. And this is a first for the Super Smash Bros. Series, but the side specials are split into 2 versions, a back special and a front special.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
That means
What?
there's one more side special.
Are you kidding me?
Crack shoot.
Oh shit!
This is a familiar move from his original game.
Really?
There's also a command input version.
Quarter
It's
circle
performed by
motion.
using the directional button.
Quarter circle motion backward.
Followed by the A or B button.
Wow. Okay. So we have to actually say forward
The
B and
command
back
version can launch your opponent
back B.
quite a bit further.
Okay. If someone says backward side
It
B, I
creates
swear
a
to
bit of an
God.
arc, so it can be used as an anti-air attack when your opponent's
Wow.
trying to beat you.
Okay, that's
At close range, if you have
I was
to
not
be
expecting
blocked by a
that.
shield, it's hard to be counterattacked.
That's actually hella
because you'll
cool.
Pass through them. There's something I want you to remember.
but
When you do a crack shoot off screen, this is how it will look. Terry swings with his whole body when using Burning Knuckle and crack shoot, so it can be hard to recover.
yeah, that is true.
However, if you keep pressing backwards without inputting commands, you should be able to initiate crack shoot in the direction you're trying to recover. Let me show you one more time. Do this, then continue to press backward,
Okay, so you have to hold back.
and then you can
Okay.
recover. If you press too quickly or input some commands, you'll fly right off the stage, so be careful.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that is dangerous.
And
I
this
didn't
is
think
his
of that.
special, Rising Tackle.
And the rising tackle.
It also
Alright,
has
sick.
weak and strong versions, each with differing heights.
Yeah, this is appropriate. I like this.
And did you notice that if you hold down briefly to charge, your whole body glows a little?
Invincibility,
In this
huh?
case, your whole body will be invincible at the start.
Nice.
Either way, your legs will be invincible. Here's an
Okay,
example of
legs are
invincibility in
invincible.
action.
So
With
it's
the
a
standard
disjoint,
rising tackle.
kind of, I think. I don't know.
I got completely wiped out when I threw myself at them.
Okay, so that's normal.
But with Rising Tackle's charged command version, you
Huh.
can't be hit at this moment, so you come out on top.
Okay, so yeah, there's invincibility in the beginning then. That's pretty
You can
useful.
of course use Rising Tackle as a recovery as well.
It doesn't seem very good though.
Even after using Burning Knuckle or Crack Shoot, you can still use Rising Tackle.
Okay, that's good at least.
This is also very helpful when you're trying to recover, so please keep that in mind.
So yeah, you have to keep
His
in mind
down
for
special
both.
is Power Down.
I forgot the other one. Burning
An
Knuckle.
attack that rises and descends.
I forgot what the other B was. The other side B was. Back B. I forgot what it was called.
This side, down, diagonally down command input
Okay, so
is also
Shoryu
known
motion
as the
for down
Shoryuken
B.
command.
Shoryu motion for command.
If you can pull it off, you'll be invincible at the start of the move.
Ooh.
Also, you can hear a sound when it connects, but it might be tough to make out. Now, let's talk about canceling specials.
Special move
I'd
canceling.
really like you to keep this in mind.
Yeah, I imagine that being very important.
First, if you use a special after
After all,
attacking with a
it's
standard
present
attack,
in Ryu and Ken as well. So,
the special won't come out until the move animation has finished. That makes sense, right? But here's what happens if you cancel out of it. At this moment here, if you've successfully entered a special command input, the rest of the animation will be cancelled, allowing you to attack again immediately.
so yeah, combos.
I'll do that again. Throw out a kick like normal. And once your leg extends, you'll perform the move. Set it up so that when you attack, you can go straight into a special.
Yep.
This will increase your offensive options. Please try this out. For example, neutral attack 1, 2, and power down. This is a bread and butter combo. Aside from that, you can also get Terry to fly out and attack in an M shape.
Terry looks hella cool.
In his original game, you could only cancel attacks
I can't wait
on
to
the
play
ground,
it, 'cause-
but in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it's possible to cancel aerial moves.
Oh shit, yeah. That's true.
The types of aerial attacks that you can cancel are limited to things like neutral air attacks or down air attacks.
Okay, neutral and down air?
But I
Okay,
think it would be wise to use these combos to expand your offensive options.
that's true.
And at last,
Oh,
the
sick.
final smash.
Let's see what his final
His
smash
final
is.
smash begins with triple geyser.
Huh.
Terry will shoot 3 geysers straight forward.
Okay, that's really long.
However, if you think that's all, you're very mistaken.
I assume it leads to... Yeah. Nice.
As you can see, if triple geyser connects, you'll follow up with power dunk and Buster Wolf.
That's pretty cool.
It's 3 moves in 1. It's a visually striking combo. You may be wondering what happened to his original super special moves. Yes, they're here too.
What?
With the usual rules, when Terry's damage meter rises up to 100%.
Oh, what?
And in stamina mode, when his overall HP drops to 30%.
So
or less,
past
you'll see
100%?
this go icon at the bottom of the screen. At this point, if you enter this specific command,
What?
you can initiate the power.
So he
geyser
can just do
and
special
CPM.
moves like that?
The command input is, if I borrow the way it's said in the original game, down, angle down, side, angle down, forward.
Ooh.
Well, it's a bit complicated.
Yeah,
Downward,
it is, but
Then backward, then forward.
wow.
See?
Really?
It is an action game after all, so you get to control the direction of your punch, be it right or left.
Ah.
In that case, no matter which direction you're going for, just swap the right
So
input
he has
and
special
left input.
moves.
It's like this.
He has special
Downward,
moves
then
outside of
backward,
Final
then forward.
Smash.
Or down, and then the opposite direction.
Like
if that's
super
forward.
special moves.
And then there's his other super special.
There's
move,
more than one. Oh, yes!
Buster Wolf. You can initiate this one by repeating the Hadouken command input twice.
Dude, that's
Down to
sick!
side, then down to side again.
Holy shit!
It can be rather difficult to pull off moves using the original game's command inputs, but you can also use simplified command inputs.
Simplified.
In the case of Power Geyser, remember this: down, side, down, forward.
So we
As
just
long as you
remove
move
like
the command downwards to
2
the
extra
side,
motions.
to the back, downward again, and then forward, you should be fine.
Yeah.
In the case of Buster Wolf, it's simply down, side,
I feel like doing that is
That
the
should be
same
easier to
as
remember.
the quarter circle motions. So,
Even though the
not a
command
big
input is
deal.
complex, it can still be blocked with ease.
Of course, yeah.
Since these moves can only be used when Terry has taken a lot of damage, you'll be in even more danger if your opponent blocks.
That's true.
So they're
But
high risk
you're
and high
able to
return.
do them at 100%.
Please save them for when you really need to make a last-ditch
That's
effort.
hella sick.
You can use it again and again, but be careful. Your opponent may be able to predict your move and take action.
Yeah, okay, spamming,
Essentially,
obviously,
it's
that's
best
not
to
going
use
to
it
work.
when
But
it's least expected, or to cancel out of a combo.
you can
like
cancel
this.
into it. Oh, okay, right. Oh
For
my
the taunts,
god.
I decided to match his original game. His up taunt is "Hey, come on, from the King of Fighters series.
I like that.
His down taunt spins his hat like in the Real Bout series. And his side taunt is "Stand Up" from Garo, Mark of the Wolf.
Hey, Garo. I wonder if that's going to be a skin.
I've demonstrated him using
Although,
various special
hat
moves in the
taunt.
game so far, and you can hear his voice. Like that. We've incorporated both his longer remarks, like Power Wave, from older titles, and his shorter remarks, like Rock You, from newer titles. And here are his color variations.
Okay, so it's just
There's
one
a good variety
alt.
of colors available from across the series.
There's no like alt like
The cat
how
design
Mario
is slightly
has.
different in each version.
I like that. I like that a
They're
lot.
based on his original games, and we've also included some from the King of Fighters 14 and the anime series.
I like that a lot. So based on original games and anime and all that.
He sometimes
Sick.
takes off his cap too. For example, it happens during his victory pose. His cap also blows away when he is defeated in stamina mode.
Oh, I didn't even. I was looking at the wrong Terry.
The stage is called King of Fighters Stadium.
Hey, Yuri, Rio. I forgot his
It
name.
looks like one hardcore fighting coliseum.
It's on the tip
The
of my
text
tongue.
above the
I don't
Jumbotron
remember the
reads,
other guy's
King
name.
of Fighters, without the. When we talk about a game title, we need the up front, but the name of the tournament in the game's story is
It's just King of Fighters.
This is a very unique stage, and it follows some rules that haven't existed in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate before.
What rules are we talking here?
First, the edge is walled off.
What?
In the Super Smash Bros. Series, you need to launch opponents off the stage.
You have to launch them upward then?
Here, however, the more damage a fighter has accumulated, the more the wall will visually react when they're launched into it.
What?
Can you see? Eventually, fighters will break right through the wall.
What the hell?
There are fireworks in the background.
That's hella sick.
Basically,
What?
this special feature allows you to KO an opponent only after they've accumulated enough damage.
Okay, so only enough damage accumulated and bam, dead.
That way, you can enjoy the battle more like you would in a traditional
That's
fighting
sick. That's sick. Holy
game. When you're
shit.
close to the wall,
I don't give a shit
it's
about
possible
legality.
to
I think
KO
this is just
when
really
the
cool.
damage is low. It's just like in regular stages.
Okay.
In the Real Bout Fatal Fury series, there was a feature in which the walls could be destroyed and players could suffer a ring out when they hit the wall.
Oh, so that's that's what
This
it's a
isn't
reference
exactly
to.
the same, but we made it kind of similar to that. We hope you'll enjoy playing at this stage.
That's
with all the
hella
special
cool.
rules.
My friends aren't gonna have a lot of
By
fun
the
on
way,
the stage.
there are guest characters in the background, right? Since
Yeah.
we have the opportunity, I'd like to introduce them to you.
Okay, so there's more than those three, I assume. Which is cool. I like that.
First up, Andy Bogard. He's the adoptive brother of Terry Bogard. Both of them were adopted from an orphanage and raised by Jeff Bogard. However, while Terry's teacher was Jeff Bogard, Andy studied under Mai Shiranui's father. He uses the Koppoken fighting style. Joe Higashi. He's one
Joe.
of the 3 main characters
Okay.
from earlier games in the Fatal Fury series. He's the only one that doesn't have any connection to Geese Howard. He's a Muay Thai champion. Kung Fu Ru. He's the master of the Holy Fist of 8 Ways.
Yeah,
and he
he's
also
in the
trained
original
Jeff
Fatal
Bogard.
Fury. I
He
believe.
can enlarge his body as well. Billy Kane. He's been in many Fatal Fury games since the first one, and he's the right-hand man of Geese Howard. While he appears in the first game, his costume is based on his appearances in King of Fighters 97 onwards. You can't really see his back, but the no smoking symbol is definitely there. Geese Howard. He's the big boss of Southtown. And he's the rival of Terry Bogard. Falling off of buildings is his thing.
Yeah.
Rock Howard. His first
sick.
appearance was Garo, Mark of the Wolves. He's the son of Geese Howard, and Terry actually raised him.
Rock Howard's
That
cool.
means his appearance in this game, at this age, with that look, doesn't really jive with the timeline. But Smash is kind of like that to begin with, right?
Yeah.
Kim Kapwan. He uses Taekwondo and considers himself a fighter for justice. His Ho'okyaku is very famous. Ryuji Yamazaki. His first appearance was in Fatal Fury 3, and he's a criminal known as Dark Broker. He's very selfish and sadistic. Blue Mary. Her first appearance was in Fatal Fury 3 too. She uses combat sambo, and she's a good drinking buddy of Terry's.
Drinking buddy. Nice.
Those were the characters from the Fatal Fury series, but from here on, let me introduce characters from other series.
Okay.
Athena Asamiya. She's a Psycho Soldier. Psycho Soldier is a memorable game released around 1986, and it was the first title to feature a fully voiced theme song within the game.
Oh,
This
sick.
epic song was also remixed for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. and
Oh,
is
I wonder how many
recorded in
songs
Japanese
Terry
and
has.
English.
Because, like, so far it's been a lot, or quite a bit,
Music start.
that's been playing in the background.
Kyo Kusanagi.
Oh, hey.
He's the protagonist of the King of Fighters series, and he uses the ancient martial arts Kusanagi-ryu. Speaking of the protagonist, there are differences depending on which version you're talking about, like Orochi and Nest. Anyway, he is forever a school kid.
Nice.
Iori Yagami. Originally, he was introduced as Kyo Kusanagi's rival, but when I first saw this character in the game at the time, due to his look and attitude, I thought, whoever created this character must be a genius. Goro Daimon. He's a judo gold medalist belonging to the Japanese team, and he likes to throw his opponents.
Nice.
Chang Hohen and
Hey.
Choi Bonge. One is an escaped convict, and the other is a slasher. They are currently undergoing rehabilitation under the previously mentioned Kim Kapwan.
Okay.
Ralph Jones and Clark Still. Originally, they were main characters in the Ikari Warriors series before Neo Geo. They appeared as guests in the Metal Slug series too. Ryo Sakazaki,
There's
the
Ryo.
protagonist of Art of Fighting. The original Art of Fighting was released just before Fatal Fury 2. That means it was the first game to implement a true super special move.
Sick.
How could I not include him? King. Her first appearance
Yes.
was in Art of Fighting, and she's a boxer
Yes.
and bodyguard. She is a beautiful woman with an androgynous sense of style. Next,
That
Yuri
one's
Sakazaki.
Yuri's my
She
main.
was kidnapped in
usually.
the first Art of Fighting game, but after that, she trained hard and mastered Kyokugen Karate in just 1
Yeah.
year.
Like, my mains are either King or Yuri whenever I play a King of Fighters game.
So, as you can see, we've included many characters, a total of 20 characters. You know, it's very cumbersome. I mean, it takes a lot of time. But so many people love each and every one of these characters, even outside the confines of their individual series, so we simply had to do our best by them. By the way, you may have noticed that a very important character from the Fatal Fury series was not included. Yes, Mai Shiranui.
Oh.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is for good boys and girls of many different ages, so I decided not to feature her.
No. Dang it. No.
Also, my music features a variety of tracks, and the music it plays affects
Not
which
like
special
this.
guests will appear. For example, there's a track called Pasta, and when the music is playing, Andy Bogard will always appear.
Huh. Okay, so
Hope
it
you
depends
look
on
forward to
music.
that as well.
That's cool. That's cool. Alright, we're gonna see him in action then.
Okay, I'm done providing information, so now let's jump into some actual battles. This
Classic
time I'm going to
mode.
play the Terry route of Classic mode.
Really?
On top of that, I want to try and hit the highest intensity level.
Sick.
Let's see if I can get all the way up to intensity 9.9. Honestly, playing the game in extreme difficulty while doing commentary is extremely hard. One or the other is doable, but doing both at once forces me to divide my attention. But that means I should do my best at both.
I understand how he
Do
feels.
my best.
And probably
First,
many others.
This route is named the King of Smash. 3 characters who have some sort of connection will appear as a set, a challenge that looks somehow familiar. Okay, the first intensity level is 5.0. That should be fine. All battles in Terry's route are stamina battles. This stage's special KO rule that I talked about earlier isn't the best match for stamina rules, but oh well. On his route, a lot of stages feel like they're from a traditional fighting game.
Oh, so it's just like, I get it.
Okay,
It's in the format of the King of Fighters then, where like it's usually a 3v3, or characters go like one at a time.
Of course, even
So
in this
a
mode,
tag.
it's not impossible. for
Not
me to
really a
try
tag
for
type
KO,
of thing, because you
but
can't really
normally
switch between
it'll be over
characters.
before that.
I don't think anyway.
There. Done. Looks like he's saying, "Give me something."
That's why it's called King of
Next,
Smash.
Round 2. It's the Legend of Zelda team. Just because characters are in a team because of their similarities, that doesn't mean that they have to be from the same game. This is Let's Go to Seoul, Kim Kapwan's theme. And I've got it set up so that we don't move from the bottom of Prison Tower.
Okay, cool.
It would be easiest to simply knock him off the screen.
I'm
but
more
not
surprised
going to do
that we're not in a
because it's
Zelda
fun to
stage.
watch.
And Pokemon. But okay, it's fine.
I knocked him off. Over here. It's gonna blow. Will he do it?
Wait, does the bomb stay? That's what I'm wondering.
Alright. The boomerang's not coming back. And
Oh.
I can't go to the edge. Oh no! The tables have turned.
No, not like that. I don't want to see that.
Cancelled it.
He almost got fucking thrown at
He wears his
the
cap
end.
backward when he does a power dunk.
That's cool.
Now you could call this the giant stage. All the giants are lined up. Of course, the music track is Taku and Stepi.
It's like
Of
it's
course
all
it's-
kings.
You might wonder who Taku and Stepi are. But it seems like it means Tanaka and Kitamura. This track is from Fatal Fury 2. There's a giant wrestler named Big Bear, and this is his track. Regardless of the track name, it's a really famous hard rock song, so please give it a listen.
Oh shit.
The original song
He was
is
close.
Yusha Raiden. There's that masked wrestler. Big Bear is his true identity. He's called Raiden.
Nice. He's about to. Okay, he
Jump.
wasn't about to die.
I'm beginning to find the intensity quite tough. Round 4. The whole atmosphere is a little different than how it's been up until now, right?
Yeah,
We've been to
there are
arena-style flat
platforms.
stages, but suddenly we're at a battlefield form stage. Oh, there's an item.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just throw it.
There's an arcade game series called Athena, and this stage uses that as a motif.
Oh! I
Oh,
should.
he's metal.
Okay. So it's a reference to what the game Athena's from. Oh, wait. That's
Now that
different.
I'm thinking about it,
I don't know.
suppose both Lady Palutena and the Athena games were possibly an homage to the Athena of Greek mythology.
Probably.
Plus, I wanted to do something where two characters who are similar or have similar abilities are together. It's a nice Kyokugenryu team.
It's fair.
If I let my guard down, I'll easily be defeated, so I need to pay attention. Not bad, you. By the way, you can use moves like Crack Shoot to aim for overhead platforms, so they have some utility to them.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
I kept her in check. Phew, that was close. Looks like that fire bar didn't work out for her.
Yeah, yeah.
It's getting brutal. The intensity is close to 8.
Third parties.
You could say the opposing team
Or
is
like
comprised of heroes from
the
different
big
companies.
three.
Sonic
I don't
and
know.
Terry are on the stage.
All third parties are
Actually,
pretty
Sonic
big.
and Terry were both created in 91, so they're the same age. And the next year, in 92, Kirby was born. Everyone's getting old. But they're still on active duty. You know, it's easier to fight on sloped ground. When using crack shoot, it's especially easy going uphill. Yikes. It's too soon to be taking this much damage. I started out with 150 HP, so I feel like I'm losing. Next, Mega Man. He was born in 87. The first Street Fighter came out in 87 as well, so that makes Ryu the same age. That was bad. Don't go off screen. Ah, he went off. I'm sorry. And now, Pac-Man from 1980 is here. Of course, this character was made by Bandai Namco Studios, but when I talk to their team, I'll call him your company's character. They always come back saying, oh yeah, our company's character. I often have these kinds of exchanges with them. Oh, that was close. But I won't give in until the very end. Because I've got a super special move.
Oh shit!
Not enough? I see. Well, how about now?
Wow, okay. That still does a lot of knockback.
Same move. Seriously.
That does a lot of knockback. That was in stamina mode.
Next, you could call this Team Darkness. With the track Soy Sauce for Geese playing on the rooftop, it's got the aura of a final showdown. Oh, not good. Up next is Ganondorf. I don't want to get hit by him. Not even once. He's huge. Yikes. You can't take things lightly in moments like this one. That was a bad move. Alright, can I do this without getting hit?
Sick.
Now for a scary one, Bayonetta.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yep, I'm giving this everything I've got.
I like the Japanese voice. Oh shit.
That was just dangerous. Pulling off that mid-air jump was risky. Uh-oh. She's so good. That was a beautiful move. But she couldn't take advantage of that opportunity. That will cost her a lot. Time for the final battle. It's not Master Hand, but Ryu, Ken, and then Terry.
Okay.
Art of Fighting version 230000000.0 is playing. In other words, it's kind of a themed fight.
How many zeros was that?
He's super strong, so I have to work hard. I'm not pacing this out very well. I'm starting from 150 HP, so I wish I defeated Ryu before my HP dropped to 100.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Until the end. I have a super special move. But Terry is last, so he can use the same super special move. But this is no time for chit-chat. It's really tough doing this while talking. Oh no! This is no good. Got it.
Okay.
It gets even tougher from here.
Yeah, I think it's.
I messed up a
cool.
perfect shield. Here he comes.
Power away.
Yeah, but with a power wave?
There's no flash.
If I could have pulled off a super special move, that would have been awesome. But, alright, did I make it to intensity 9.9?
Sick.
Yes, I did. That was hard work. Terry Bogard is really fun to play as, so I hope
He
you
looks
enjoy
hella
playing as
fun.
him in such situations.
I wonder when he's gonna get released. Oh shit, right, songs. I want to hear that first.
Next, let's talk about the music. This time we have something very special lined up for you.
Terry looks hella cool.
For instance,
I can't wait to play
when we
him.
were deciding which songs
And
to
then
include
probably
in this
not
set,
play him because maybe not my
we thought
cup of
about
tea.
concentrating on songs related to Terry.
I want to play him.
But there were a lot of big
I wanna
band
try him
style
out.
songs that didn't really fit the mood of battle. That aside, the music of SNK has always been great, right from the beginning. So this time, we selected tracks that could be called SNK style.
Okay, so it's just the
Basically, we
entirety.
expanded the selection a bit
of
to include
SNK.
series outside of just Fatal Fury and the King of Fighters.
Yeah, like the
SNK
Athena
songs have always been great, really.
Psycho Cop,
This
I
was
think.
true before Neo
The
Geo,
main theme
and
for
all
that.
the way from the old The King of Fighters games to the arrangements in the latest installment, The King of Fighters 14.
Nice.
We did a lot of digging around, and finally managed to narrow our many candidates down to 50 songs.
50? There's
We never
50
intended to do
songs?
something like this, of course. So we submitted our 50 proposals to SNK, expecting them to pick out maybe 10 or 20 that they considered acceptable. But they told us they were okay.
All of them.
As a result, we've pretty much added in 50 songs.
50 songs.
Have a look at the list.
Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ.
That's how we ended up with the list we have, but we worked hard to deliver some of the best remixes. This was a
Okay.
very special one-off case, and I don't think we'll be able to do the same for other series. To be honest, I think that being able to hear such a selection might make the Fighter's Pass worth quite a bit more than its price.
Jesus
I
Christ.
do hope you'll enjoy it.
I was expecting 10 or 20 like
Challenger Pack
He
4
was.
comes with the Spirit Board
like
too.
he was.
The
Yeah,
Spirit
the Spirit
Board
Board.
can be selected via the Spirits menu. Have a look at the background. If it
Hey.
looks familiar to you, you'll start feeling pretty nostalgic. Shinkiro-san's artwork is always so nice and vibrant, isn't it?
Agreed. I like that.
You can also look forward to mock tournaments featuring each of the characters. That old school Athena and Ralph and Clark artwork really is something. Now for the Mii Fighters. Please have a look.
Feels bad, man. No, my Shiranui. F in the chat. Whatever. Let's see the Mii Fighters. See if anything unexpected happens. Sick! That's actually really cute. Samurai Showdown. Nakoruru. Okay, yeah. And an art of fighting. Hey! Yori. See, yeah, it makes sense that most of these are brawlers. Virtual Fighter. Hey, Akira's back. I forgot that that Mii costume was removed. And Jackie too. Cause I remember them in Smash 4, but I don't remember seeing them in Ultimate. It's cool. I'm thinking of buying the Nakoruru costume. Maybe.
SNK was also involved with the Mii Fighter set this time, so it has a strong fighting game influence.
And Virtual
It
Fighters
borrows a
there too,
lot
I
from the
guess.
series Nakoruru comes from, like her wind slash attack, so I hope you'll enjoy those little details. Moving on to Amiibo, here's the new lineup.
Hey! Simon,
Simon, Crom, and Incineroar.
Incineroar.
Each of these will be released on Friday, November 15th.
Sick. Oh wait, when's that releasing?
Next, let's discuss the details of the updates. We've made some improvements to battle arenas.
Okay.
First, we're making it so you can send messages to each other in a battle arena.
Alright.
The messages are preset.
Okay.
So there's that, and also, the player who created the arena can now change the rules.
I'm just hoping we can change characters.
We've also added the option to play either Battlefield form or Omega form at random in the stage settings.
Okay.
Aside from that, you can now pick Elite only as an arena type.
Huh.
Furthermore, Quick Play won't be the only way to play with people you don't know.
Quick play?
As long as the arena type is
Right.
set to public
Yeah.
and no password is set, we've made it so anyone is now free to join.
Okay.
So I hope you'll enjoy that.
I thought that was
Terry
already...
is due for distribution on November 6th. If you have the fighter
Today?
pass, you'll be able to get him straight away.
Oh
or
my
you can
God.
purchase him separately.
Today.
Well,
When?
I think that wraps it up for our Terry Bogard showcase. I hope we were able to convey his appeal.
I shouldn't be
his reveal
surprised.
trailer was
I should have
aired in
expected
advance.
this.
It was created using SNK pixel art. The complete version of it, including the gameplay portion, is finally ready.
Oh, there's a
I'd like to
complete
show it to
version.
you after this.
I want to see it.
Now this is something of an inside story, but I of course wrote the plot for SNK's pixel art packed reveal trailer. When the invitation comes out, you might recall how it says, "Don't be late, S." That is not what I wrote.
Oh.
It makes me think, ugh, this is why I hate inside jokes. After leaving it to the staff, it snuck its way in there. I just want you to know that the S is also the Super Smash Bros. Series S. Well then, let's move on to the intro movie.
Alright, let's check it out. So the new patch is today. That's sick. I want to play. I want to play Terry. I want to see how it goes. Cordially invited to Smash. Don't be late, S. Oof. Geese. And he fucking dies. Again. It's a habit at this point. I'm assuming the complete version shows off gameplay and whatnot of Terry.
Hey, come on!
Sick. Ha!
Are you okay? Hey, come on, come on!
Oh god! Wait, let me see that again! Hold on, go back! Has the gloves too, that's amazing! Oh my god! That's lovely. The hair, the hat, gloves on his hands. Oh my god. Alright. Sorry. Okay. Oh, that's so sick. Fatal Fury. Oh, that's the end. Okay. Damn. Okay, so he releases today.
We crammed in a little too much content this time. Hopefully, I'll be able to make future showcases a little shorter.
Okay. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's the end. Alright, cool. I'm not surprised by the length now that you actually see how he demonstrated the character. I was very surprised when it was 45 minutes. Usually the length is 30. So, you know, you'd probably just like expect like, oh, there's the references in the stages, there's the music, there's his going over his moves. And then he does a presentation against a CPU. I'm surprised he went through the classic mode instead. So I assume that's why it took a bit longer. Like, that classic mode usually takes like 10 to 15 minutes. So that's why. Yeah. I'm very surprised by Terry. Like, the moves are cool. Normals are cool, but I think what really stands out to me is like how specials work. Because he has two side Bs. A forward B and a back B. I keep forgetting what his back B is called. But it does look like a good move. It can like pressure people on platforms and what else can you do? So pressure people on platforms and help recover if you do it right. You have to like hold it, because otherwise you're just gonna die. And then yeah, obviously there's burn knuckle. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, burn knuckle, which looks cool. From what I can tell, it seems to be a pretty useful move. But I don't know. I haven't tried it. I am very curious as to when this releases. Because this looks hella... What I mean by that is what time. Because right now it's... What? It's 6 a.m.? Almost 7 a.m.? So yeah. I'm just curious about when the game, when the update comes out, basically. Yeah, I'm very surprised. Terry has the specials, then the super specials. So yeah, he can do Buster Wolf and Power Geyser. What the hell? He can basically do he can do specials. That's sick. I think his Final Smash is really cool, but I think that's cooler. Just being able to do specials without it. Once he reaches a certain percent. And, like, the inputs are kind of hard to do, from what I can tell. They seem kind of complex, but with enough practice, you can do that as many times as you want. Obviously, it's going to be unsafe. It's a special. It's meant to be a super powerful move, but if you land that shit, that seems dangerous. Because in stamina mode, the Power Geyser did a lot of knockback. I was not expecting that. So landing that seems crazy. And since special move canceling, kind of like Ryu and Ken, that's present. So that can lead to a lot of cool shit, both in the air and on the ground. So yeah, I'm very surprised. I was expecting Terry to be pretty straightforward, kind of like Banjo and Kazooie, because he's from a fighting game. It's an archetype similar to Ryu and Ken. So like you could just implement something similar to Ken, like always facing the opponent thing. That was added for Ryu and Ken in this game, and now it's part of Terry. Because fighting games. So I was expecting something similar, so I was just expecting something similar with, say, how you can like hold the buttons for different normals. That's not present on Terry, but it is present in like his specials. But he also has a lot of extra stuff like super specials and super specials and what's that other and the 2 side Bs and all that jazz. That's just hella cool. One thing I was hoping for was a Terry throwing his hat as a taunt, and the taunt being a hitbox. That idea is just from an artist on Twitter. That would have been hella funny, but you know, you need the hat. So I guess whatever. But yeah, I also think the stage is really cool. Like from what I can tell, it's not going to be legal. Like no shit. The moment you see that it's a walk off stage, you can kind of tell that yeah, it's not going to be legal. It's just gonna. So you know, tournaments are not going to use it, but I can see that as being hella fun because it's not like every other walk-off stage because of that wall thing. So I think it's really cool just to have it so that the wall breaks whenever an opponent's at a high percent and gets knocked into it. I like that a lot. I think it's a cool concept. I also like the cameos in it. Can we get an F for Mai Shiranui? She's Smash is apparently a game for good boys and girls. Rest in peace. I can't believe she's not here. Oh, damn. Can you imagine? I remember people speculating that she was gonna be in, like when the SNK character thing was popping up. People speculate that she'd be one of the characters, or she'd be the character or something. Well, I mean, it's not. Would it count as spec? I think it would, but it's just like people wanted her as a character. Now she's not even a cameo. She's not even a cameo. Feels bad. Yeah. So yeah, I think the stage is cool. I think Terry's specials and moveset's cool. I think the music, I'm surprised. Like, from what I can tell, most of it is just the original track. But there are a good chunk of remixes. And the fact that there are 50 songs has me surprised. Apparently that's what... And Sakurai said that that's the 50 that he and his team chose. The fact that SNK like gave the okay to all of them is crazy. 10 to 20 tracks is like, you know, not even 20, just like 10 seems to be the average for like newer DLC characters. So that was crazy. That's crazy. Or I guess between 10 and 20, because we did get a lot for Banjo, but I forgot how much we got for Banjo actually. I just remember being a lot, at least compared to Joker and Hero. Still, that's hella cool. That's hella cool. What else am I missing? Please disregard the noise in the background if you hear that. The Mii costumes, I think they're neat. Nothing really stands out too much. I think Nakaruru costume's really cute, but that's it. Like, Akira and Jackie are back. They were removed as Mii costumes for some reason from the transition from 4 to Ultimate. But, you know, not much you could do about that. But they're back and you could buy them, so that's cool. What else is there? I think Classic Mode is a really cool nod to King of Fighters. So King of Smash. That's how he named it. I like the format. I think I'm gonna play through it myself because I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's a cool nod. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered what I like. Alts. I am kind of upset that he doesn't really have like an alt. You know, like how Joker has his school uniform alt and 2 colors for it, and how even Hero with his 4, like there being 4 different heroes I'm just kind of upset that we didn't get either the Garo Mark of the Wolves outfit, because I think that's really cool. But that's probably because a lot of his animations require his hat. So, you know, you can't really, I guess you can't really do anything about that. Also, female Terry would have been hella funny. I'm not against it. I wasn't against it. Seeing female Terry as an alt would have been funny. But, you know, I doubt that it would have happened. Even if he did include an alt. Like, the most likely is the Garo Mark of the Wolves outfit. You know, I think it's cool that the hat changes when it's when it does change, when you do change Terry's colors. I think that's cool. I think like one of the hats for his alts says Neo Geo on it. I think it's really neat. And apparently and he said that the alts are a reference to the games and even the anime. So I think that'll be fun to look up. What else? I think I've covered everything. So his moves are cool. Cool. Moves and gameplay are cool. Just something tells me that's going to be a bit risky. Because, like, if you jump off stage and you need to recover, if you fuck up, then you're dead. You fuck up, you're dead. That's the gist of it. Like, if you fuck up with side B anyway, because Jesus Christ. Because from what I can tell, is up B, rising tackle. It's very straightforward. It's kind of like Shoryuken in a sense, but not really. It's like Shoryuken because it only goes straight up. And there's invincibility in the beginning if you do the proper command. Obviously, the hitbox and motion itself aren't like completely the same. That's a given. You know, as a recovery, it's basically go up, go straight up. It doesn't seem to like have any good horizontal range. So his recovery is probably pretty linear in that regard. Yeah, I think his moves are cool. Seeing two side Bs is pretty neat. I'm just curious as to how that'll work in free-for-alls and doubles. Because, you know, the always looking at the opponent mechanic isn't present in that. So I am interested to see that. You know, whatever. There's not much else I'd be concerned about. So yeah, Terry's cool. Stage is cool. Music's crazy. Alts are alright. Alts are pretty neat, but you know, not a slightly bit disappointed. Me costumes are me costumes, yeah. I think the last thing to talk about is 6.0. I think it's cool that it's releasing today. I think it's cool that it's releasing today. However, I don't. It doesn't seem to add much. Like maybe balance patches, sure, but like yeah, it doesn't add much. I know that home run contest is the last mode added for Smash. At least that's what he said. But even then, I don't think the arena changes aren't that huge. Like there's the preset messages like, okay, cool, you get to talk to the opponent, and the arena creator can change the rules without having to delete it. That's great. But my main issue is just, you know, being able to change characters while in line, because you always have to leave that line, and then the others are always going to be ahead of you because of that. It sucks because, like, oh, I want to play a different character. No, you have to go to the back of the line. You know, I still wish they fixed that. Otherwise, let's see. There's the public arena thing. I thought that was always a thing, but I guess I could be wrong. I don't know. And then there's the elite arena thing. So Only elite. I assume that's just the title, but I don't know. I'm assuming it's just the title. Whatever. Well, yeah, there's not really much else to expect from 6.0 besides Terry and those small changes. Yeah. I think that's really all to discuss. We didn't get any info about a new character. But I was expecting that because I think, like, I haven't been on social media in a while, but I think they did mention that, but I was told that they mentioned that a new character wasn't going to be announced. Not now. It's most likely going to be like a December direct or something. Or a direct later this month. Who knows? So yeah, not really much else to. So I wasn't really expecting like a new fighter announcement. And I guess those leaks, if I'm not going to mention what characters on those leaks, but if those leaks are real, then it would be pretty cool. I'd totally be hyped for that. Because I believe the leak itself is just a Mii costume with Ken doing his taunt. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's all I really need to. That's all I really wanted to discuss. You know. That's all I really wanted to discuss. So, you know, character. Terry's cool. Stage is cool. Music is great. Music selection, holy shit. Alts, neat. But slightly disappointed. Classic mode's really cool. It's a really cool nod. Mii costumes are Mii costumes. 6.0 changes outside of Terry are okay. They're small improvements, but could have been better. I think that's all. I look forward to the patch notes for 6.0. Hoping to God my characters get something useful. Just give Hero better normals. That's all I ask. Nah, maybe not. What I'm really hoping for is just maybe Ridley buffs again. It's not necessary, but a faster Ridley would be cool. In the air, at least. I don't care about ground speed. His ground speed's fine. But a faster Ridley in the air would be sick. I think that'll be all then. Not really much else to add. I'm just rambling at this point. So yeah. See ya.